what happened yesterday that you miss out on the opportunity. I'm challenging you to commit to dismantling whatever it is that has been holding your destiny hostage. Is it self-doubt? Is it the fear of being rejected? Is it self-sabotage? Is it refusing to let go of the past? Don't get so wrapped up in what happened yesterday that you miss out on the opportunities that are waiting for you today. Remember, whenever one door closes, there is another door waiting for you. Don't second guess yourself, and don't be so afraid of failing that you create excuses instead of producing results. After being involved in a physically abusive relationship for 6 years, I had to rewrite my script. I do understand that a lot of times when you go through things, it feels.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how's everybody?
Welcome.
Hey,
welcome.
Phyllis. Hey, Tamara.
Tell you what.
Turn your cameras on.
Look
you
at all
see
the
your beautiful faces.
I know, I've seen a lot of names. I want to see some
Michelle.
faces.
Hey, Phyllis. How you
doing, Claudia?
Happy
Tamara?
Monday.
Tuesday. Welcome. All right.
Welcome.
Good to have all of you join us here today.
Hola, Miss Claudia. ¿Cómo estás? Andrea.
Good to see all the faces. So,
type in the chat where you're from.
yeah, we'd love to know.
What's the weather like right now? What time is it? Let's get to know each other. Turn those cameras on. Hey, Andrea. Tuesday, good afternoon or good evening. Paulina, how you doing?
I know where Paulina's from. It's right. It's in Canada, right? In the car, cold winter days. All right. Freezing in Connecticut. Oh, my gosh. I've been in Connecticut a few times. It's definitely cold in Connecticut. Oh, my goodness. So good to see all you people from all around. I know Phyllis is in the Bahamas, so we got folks from all around the world about now. So happy to have you. Yes, indeed. Man, exciting time. If you would like, man, I can obviously, like you said, Paulina, it's very cold where you are, so that's a big thing. And so we're happy to have you take time. I'm Coach Marcellus, and he, of course, is Coach AD.
Yes. Hey, Erica, Danita.
And we're grateful that you've taken the time to be with us here today. Absolutely honored to be truthful with you. And wherever you're tuning in, whether it's in your car, like I see some of you.
Karen,
hi, Tanya.
welcome, Sandy.
And it's like good to see all of you again. We're honored to have you. And wherever you are, whether it's in your car, whether it's at work, wherever you happen to be tuning in, thank you so much for making us a part of your evening here tonight. So what we want to do right about now is, thank you again for taking this invitation to prioritize yourself. And then also invite you to stick around at the end of it. Don't go anywhere. Stick around for the entire time so we can have some questions and answers for you in case you have some really good fitness questions. I know you do. Some questions that maybe you want to have answered. And we'll try our best to get those answers to you in our coach terms and ways that you can understand, obviously, and hopefully leave enlightened with that. So we appreciate you so much. And so get those questions ready. And at the end of the day, you can type those in. We can have you ask a question and colon and put your question in, and then we'll answer those for you right away. So, Coach AD, we've been looking for this for a long forward to this for a very long time, right?
It's a long time coming. Yes, Coach. So, ladies, this isn't just another webinar, all right? This is a space for you to step into your power. Now, you might be wondering why us? Why focus on women? I'm sure many of you have heard my why posted, but I want to go into it again. So when I was growing up, I would see my mom. She had 3 kids, 3 boys, and she would be, taking us to school and, going to the store. And she never really had time to put into her own health or her own wellness. And my aunt, I lived with my aunt for many years, and I saw her, just do a lot for other people and never have the opportunity to give back to herself. And when I started training and I started working out and I heard about what my uncle was doing with Halls of Fitness, I wanted to be a part of that immediately. It was something that I got a lot of gratitude for, just for being in the community. So that's my why. Is I want to serve our superheroes or our super sheroes, and I want to be a part of that change. Yeah, and Coach, would you like to tell a little bit about why you started?
Yeah, certainly, man. And it's funny you should say that. You talked about Halls of Fitness. I started that actually almost 4 years ago when my wife, yeah, that's right. My wife, she says, babe, we need a safe space for women. We need a safe space for women who are over 40. And so we came up with this idea to start doing an online workout. And the beautiful part about that was that it allowed me at the same time to do something else that I wanted to do for a very long time, which was remember my mom, right? My mom, when she passed away in her early 60s from a heart attack. And the doctor said a lot of it was because she was overweight and she wasn't exercising. And so as a person that was always into fitness and telling other people to get in shape, here it was, I looked right past the one person that needed it the most, which was my mom. And so I felt really, really guilty about that for a very, very long time. And so this opportunity, when it came up, was perfect. And then, of course, I have sisters that are over 40. So now I had three big reasons: my wife, of course, my sisters, and just remembering my mom in the greatest way possible. And so we started Uplift, and we haven't looked back since then. So that's my why.
And Coach, would you like to tell a little bit how it evolved with my auntie and just her working out as well?
Certainly. So yeah, we started off right during COVID. We wanted to really find a way to stay in movement, keep our family together. And so we started doing, at the time, family workouts. And everybody kept coming in, and we found that there was a need for it. And then my wife again extended the invitation, said, "Babe, let's do a 21-day challenge." And so I was like, okay, sounds good. I was a little nervous at first, I'll be honest with you. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this, but here it was. I figured I'd go ahead and do it. And then what amazingly, a lot of people showed up. Amazingly to me, not so amazingly to my wife, because she had every belief that it would show up. But we did it, right. So we did it for 21 days, and then 21 days, everybody was like, we don't want to stop. We don't want to stop. We kept going. So 21 days has now turned into 4 years, coming up on 4 years. So it's just amazing how that's happened. And you know what? It has been an amazing journey the entire way. I can honestly say I'm happy that I did this because the women that I've met, and some of the guys as well, we got a few courageous men in there that have come through this group. Man, they have become like family to us, and they're just amazing. So I honestly can't say I would change anything. So it's time for you to give your body and your mind what you truly deserve.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. We lost audio for a second. Yeah. So really what we just wanted to say was that we just are so happy to have you here, and we're just happy that, we are taking the opportunity to help you to find a pathway to reclaiming your health and wellness, right, Coach AD?
100%. And it's more than just about physical fitness, right? We cover mental and emotional wellness as well. And we're here to show you that you can thrive, not just survive in your mental and emotional wellness, okay? And that means embracing where we are at every stage of life, right? Body, mind, spirit, and soul. And that's what we strive to accomplish in every workout session. I just want to take a moment to welcome everyone coming in. Maria, Carol, H. Kwan, Melanie, welcome. Thank you all for being here. We're very, very grateful to be able to share this space with you all and just to be here as your coaches. And today, what we're going to cover, I'm going to go through a few points just so if you have notes, let's bring those notebooks out so we can take some notes. Or the iPhone now, we can take notes on our phone. So we can jot a few of these down and take notes as we go. But today we're going to cover why focusing on both body and mind leads to longevity, right? And also how to give yourself what's missing in today's fitness world for women over 30 or over 40. And movement and mindfulness hacks that me and Coach came up with that will save you time and increase your progress over time. And also the power of our community, how strong we can come together and push each other to achieve our goals. So if you're ready to not just look good, but feel good in your body right here, right now, please type in the chat, "I am ready," and let's dive in.
All right.
And we're looking for those replies.
I'm challenging.
All right.
So let's get to our first point. All right. One of the things we really wanted to focus on was focusing on both your body and mind, how it leads to longevity, and of course, leading to better health as a big part of that. So the big thing about this is what we want to focus on is body and mind wellness, right? And that can lead to longevity in several different ways. In fact, you can think of muscle as your longevity organ, right? It really is, because both your body and your mind, those work together in conjunction to create wellness. And once you have wellness, then you have this synergistic feeling that enhances overall health. So social connection, support, all those things come hand in hand. You got immune function goes up because you got more muscle, lean muscle. Those are a big part of you being able to stay healthy and bounce back. And of course, that in turn leads to less stress, right? So you're not stressed out about a lot of different things. You're not worried about the weight and so all these different things. So now your stress goes down, which again is a big plus. And then that goes to mindfulness and awareness, because now you're not stressed anymore. What happens is you're going to now be feeling a better sense of calm, right? And then that calmness is going to make you feel more mindful. You're more aware of all the other things that are more important, like family and of course, all the things that you perhaps walk right by and don't take notice of. And so now you have that awareness and mindfulness. And at the tail end of that, of course, is the big thing, which is going to be improved physical health. So that's truly the big thing about it. And really one of the big things we really want to be stressing that as we move forward. So by addressing both your physical and mental aspects and making it a part of your well-being, you can reduce stress, like we said, and then improve your immune system. So think of it again as muscle being that organ of longevity to help you live a long, healthy life.
Yes, and welcome, Shanika. Welcome, Tamara, H. Kwan. I see all those I'm readies. I see y'all in the chat. Maria, I see your I'm ready. Erica. So yeah, like Coach was saying, we can't just think of our health as something to be fixed, just a one-time fix, right? It's more of a continual evolving journey that grows with us as we're on this path, especially as we age. And our body, our mind, and our heart, they're all intertwined. They all work together. They all nurture each other. And when we focus on them together, we feel more powerful, we feel more capable, and we feel in control of our life again.
Absolutely. So, again, I'd like to share something with you, which is that, just because you're over 40 doesn't mean your best years aren't ahead of you. In fact, it's just the opposite, right? Because we all know we still feel young, we still feel energetic, right? So that means our best years are just still to come, right? They're all ahead of us now. We just have to take the steps to make sure that we do all the things necessary to be able to enjoy it, right? So now that we're over 40, and that's all of us, well, except for this guy right here. But other than that, man, we're just ready to rumble. We're feeling like we got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 more years ahead of us. We want to make it as strong and as healthy as possible. So we want to remind you that you got so much power left inside of you. So let's just use it, right? So type your name in chat. I'd like you to do that if you can. I want to ask you all to please type your name in chat if just what you heard just now gave you a little bit maybe of an insight on some of the things that you maybe needed. And if it did, tell us what that might have been.
Right, I see Liz saying ready, let's go. So we're going to move on to our second pointer today. So if you want to jot it down, take a note.
But before we do that, though, we have a testimonial video. We want to hear from some of our folks that have been with us for a while. So here's one of our clients who some of them actually, you're right. I do see some of them in here already. So let's hear a testimonial from one of our clients. Hi, Mom. And so we're going to hear from them right now. And it's better to always hear from people that have gone through the process and are still going through it. And hear their words and what they had to say.
After just a few short months of working out with the Uplift family, I can already tell my clothes are getting looser. At first, I really thought the workouts weren't that much, but then I realized, wow, just these small movements and consistency really added up, and I can tell in my body getting stronger and having more stamina and energy. My name is Sheila Burrell, and I'm a single mom of a 10 and 13-year-old. I have a job, I'm starting a business, I'm learning all the things life has to help me be the best me. So I don't have much time, but I definitely decided that I needed to put me first to build me so I can be able to reflect in my kids and give them the best me. So focusing on my health this year and being consistent, Coach Marcellus has brought a wonderful platform to bring everyone together with the workouts and then end with a wonderful note of bringing the body and the mind and the soul together and connecting more as a.
All right, thanks, Sheila. That's Sheila Burrell, who is one of our newest members, joined up about a couple of months ago, you heard her say, and already seeing some amazing results. And again, just be aware, folks, that it's really not even about the muscle part of it, right? That's a bonus. The look of it, and I see again a lot of our tribe here who are joining in.
Yes,
I
if
see
you're
Melanie,
here, if you're in the
Andrea.
tribe, type in the chat. I'm in the tribe. Let's use those. Let's use those fingers. Let's bring those fingers to the keyboard.
Yes.
Come on, y'all. We want to see your names.
I'll call your
Andrea,
names.
see
Yes,
you,
I see
Karen.
Karen.
I'm in the tribe. All right, so we want to go into our second point. So if you're taking notes, we're going into how to give yourself what's missing in today's fitness world for women over 40. So thank you so much, Coach, for bringing that in. So I would like to start with type your name in the chat if you've ever searched for a place to call your fitness home, but it felt too shallow. The connection felt too shallow. It didn't feel deep. You felt maybe neglected or unseen at that place you were looking for that physical fitness or mental fitness, where all the coaches, maybe they treated you as a dollar sign and not as a human being, as what you are. Type in chat, maybe your name and what you felt is missing for your needs, maybe what that gym or what that environment didn't serve for you. Mm-hmm. And in today's fitness culture, which often enhances or emphasizes quick results, extreme workouts, and a one-size-fits-all approach to many individuals may feel overlooked, or their aspects of their health and wellness may not get proper attention. So we want to give you all 4 key points that will help, give you what's missing in today's fitness society.
Yeah,
okay?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So our first one that we'll go over is prioritizing a mind-body connection and practicing that throughout your daily life. And also our second point is going to be focusing on enjoyment over obligation, right? So type in chat if you've ever felt like, you felt obligated to work out and it wasn't something that was enjoying. It wasn't an experience for you to, feel, right? Instead of a rigid workout schedule that you feel like a chore, we want to emphasize doing things that you like to do. Hiking, we dance in our classes. Yeah. We make jokes, we play around. Skating. Our third point is listening to your body. So instead of following trends, we want to tune into your body's unique needs, right? And everyone's different, and we want to provide a safe space for you to be able to tune into that need. Yeah. And also the last is prioritizing our rest and our recovery. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see some of the people typing in chat already. Here's some of the comments we saw. Michelle says, large chain gyms tend to give everyone the same workout. My knees are 60. They don't do high impact. And you're absolutely right. And I know what you mean, Michelle. And so we have a number of our tribe that is over 60 and some people even in their 70s, right, Laurie? So, and so we cater to all those age groups. We give you movements that is going to allow you to stay as safe as possible while, again, building strength, right? Because nobody's ever complained about getting stronger. Nobody's ever complained about that, right? So that's the thing about it. And so we definitely cater to that mindset as well and that aspect of it. And I see somebody else saying, let's see, go down in the chat a little bit more. I said, okay, no feeling of community in my gym. And that's one thing we definitely have as community. Everybody that's in our community is a part of a family. All right, that's the way we feel. It's always about family. Right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It starts with family. So what's missing in today's fitness world is a real understanding of what women over 40 truly need. Mm-hmm. We need to focus on sustainable, nourishing movement, mindfulness, and mobility, right? So we can continue to move. We need fitness that is gentle on our joints, but powerful for our muscles. We need fitness that is gentle on our joints and powerful on our muscles. Right? We need programs that help us to not only build strength, but also to increase our flexibility and to decrease stress, like Coach mentioned earlier on. Yeah. So with that, we want to give you some more evidence. We want to take it back to a member of our community. We're going to play another testimonial video, just so you guys also get to see, from our community, what that impact is. Okay, and we're going to bring that up in just a second.
I'm really glad you're here. We are only given one body in this life, and I wanted to make sure that this one lasted a really long time so I could enjoy every minute of it. Even so, I couldn't do it by myself, and I couldn't find anyone willing to work out and get in shape with me. Fortunately, Coach Marcellus and Lisa did a 21-day challenge back in March of 2021, and they created a wonderfully supportive and uplifting workout community, and I have been working out 5 to 6 days a week ever since. December 2023, Coach AD joined the team, and the community just continues to grow. I started with a bottle of water in one hand and a can of corn in the other, but I kept doing the workouts consistently, and now I'm using 10 and 15 pound weights for many of the exercises. In addition to feeling much stronger, I now feel more confident in what I can achieve. If you are wanting to get healthy in a fun, supportive, and uplifting environment, then this is the community for you. I hope to see you in our next workout.
Wow, thanks. That's Jenny, and Jenny's been with us. You heard her say from the get-go. She started our 21-day challenge, and she wakes me up at 5 a.m. in the morning to do workouts too. So that is something to be said.
Dedicated.
And one of the things what I like about what she said, and really what's important to remember is the reason why all those people that gave testimonials and the ones that went on our group that have been with us for a while is that consistency. Right? The motivation to start is one thing. Everybody has motivation to start. We all have some reason why we want to start getting better control of our health and our wellness. The results will come, however, when we decide to be consistent, right? When we decide to not just make it one day, but a lifestyle change. And once we do that, once we start taking that opportunity to be consistent with it, then that's when we'll see those changes start to happen in our body, which brings us to our third point. Right. And our third point involves talking about movement and mindfulness and the hacks that can save time and increase the progress, because we all want to see that progress as quickly as possible. That's the main thing. We want that to happen as quickly as possible. But we also understand there's a process, right? There's a process to everything. It takes time. Be patient with yourself. So 20% of your weight loss is what you do.
We're taking notes.
Right. Make sure you write that down. Only 20%. Right. So only 20%. Of your workout, 20 to 30% of your workout involves your movement, right? Of your change involves your weight loss, involves the workout, right? The other 70 to 80% involves your nutrition, right? It's what you can out-eat any workout program, right? So it's very important to take the right things into your body, right? So that's one of the things we want you to understand right off the bat. One of the things you can take this away with you no matter what, right? Take this away with you. Nutrition is a very important aspect of what it is that you're trying to do, right? So a great percentage of your weight loss is diet, right? Versus the exercise. Not saying the exercise isn't important because it is, all right? Now, let's talk about what are some of those hacks that can save you that time, right? Especially from a nutritional standpoint. So one of the things I like to tell my clients a lot of times is to eat your proteins first, right? I know that sounds crazy, but eat backwards, right? Because women in particular, especially over 40, have issues with getting enough protein into your body, right? You know, they say you're supposed to have this amount of grams of protein, and you're like, there's no way I can eat that much protein. Well, a good way to do that is to eat the proteins first, right? So that means if I have chicken on my plate, fish on my plate, whatever your protein source is, eat that first. I know our impulse is to immediately go to the carbs. We want to eat the rice. We want to eat the pasta. We want to get to that first, right? Let's switch that up. Eat the proteins first, and then go to the fibrous part, whether that's vegetables, salad, you eat that next, and then have the carbs last. And if you do that, one, it's going to help you to feel full faster, but you got full by eating the right things. Now you got the protein in your system that you wanted in the first place and needed, and the protein helps you to feel full. And that helps you as well to not eat as much, right? So those are big cues. Secondly, try eating without distractions, right? So if you're going to sit down for dinner, try to eat by turning the TV off, put the phone to the side for as long as you have dinner. If you have a dinner companion, then you guys have a conversation, right? Rather than being distracted by the television. Because what happens when you're watching television or a movie while you're eating, sometimes you tend to binge eat, right? You're not even aware that you're putting stuff in your mouth, right? You just keep going. And before you realize it, you're taking a lot more than
Type in the chat if you've done that before. Type in the chat. I know I'm guilty. I should be typing in the chat right now.
Right. Like, I'm talking to myself here.
Raise your hand. Type in the chat.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So we got a lot of people that said yes, indeed, right? Yes,
Pam,
Karen,
guilty as charged.
Pam,
Me too. And remember, this is a safe space, y'all. This is a safe space. Pam, Karen, Erica, Tanya, Danita, Andrea. Yes.
Right. Who's that saying get out of your
You are
driveway?
not alone.
Right, we know. I know, Tuesday, right? It's like we're looking over your shoulder. All right, so now we have the eating out of distraction, right? So you want to focus on your food. And that can actually help you to recognize hunger and fullness cues more effectively, right? You know, if you eat slower, especially, what happens is now it gives you an opportunity to start to feel that sense of fullness. A lot of times, like my friend here, he just shovels the food in, right? And so it's like a Hoover. I'm serious. It's like watching a Hoover a vacuum take the food in. So what that does, he can do that at 20. But what happens is as we age, right, we digest a little bit differently. Our stomachs maybe get a little bit irritated a lot of times. So we want to chew thoroughly. We want to take our time to just eat as slowly as possible. Just chew the food, savor it, right? Just take your time, take each bite and enjoy it, right? And just really get the flavors in. And what happens is now you start to have that sense of satiation. You feel a little bit full, and also you enjoyed your meal. And then we got the most out of it without over-consuming, right? So that's a big part of it. And speaking of over-consuming, right, what we want to do is try to trick your mind a little bit. Try using smaller plates, smaller bowls, right, as you put your food in. And when you do that, you can have food and now it looks full and your brain says, okay, we're getting a lot of food here. And so you can eat again, take your time eating it. And you also walk away as if you didn't feel as if somehow you were deprived, like you were robbed, right? Because you know how it is. If you got a big plate, if it's not full, you feel as you didn't get all the things that you were supposed to get. So if you use a smaller plate now, it gives you an idea, a sense of, I had everything I needed. I took my time eating it. I walk away with the right amount of caloric intake, and at the same time, I'm staying on course with what it needs to be in terms of my nutrition, right? So this is a simple visual trick, right? It's something you can do. Trick your mind visually. It's like we do tricking muscles sometimes, right? So if you reduce the portion sizes and the caloric intake, great things will happen, right? One last one for you would be pre-portion snacking, right? Pre-portion snacks. So you take your snacks, you know we want to have a snack at the end of the day, so let's take out a certain amount. Right? If you just open up a big bag of chips, for instance, and you just keep shoveling, you're going to overeat the chips. But if I take a handful of chips and put it in a little container or something like that, maybe a little handful of popcorn, put in a little container, smaller container, what that allows me to do is control the amount of the snack that I'm having so that I don't overindulge, I don't go crazy, I don't feel guilty at the end of it. And that's what leads to those feelings of feeling as if you're failing. All right. And so you want to make sure you do those type of things. That will definitely help you to make sure that you stay on course as far as your nutrition is concerned. All right. So, Adrian, I know you got some physical stuff you want to jump into.
Oh, yes, indeed. I just want to say again, that's so amazing. All of these hacks that we're about to go through and that we just did, you can start these today, right? They're not something that we have to wait to jump into tomorrow. You can go right into, portioning out your snacks or using smaller plates and bowls. Chewing thoroughly, savoring each bite, eating without distractions, eating your proteins first, right? These are things that we can start tomorrow, right? Or tonight if you haven't eaten yet.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about some exercise hacks that we can do from anywhere. Okay. Anywhere. Yeah. Type in chat hack. Type in chat hack. We want to see who's
ready for some hacks, right? Who's ready for some hacks? There you go. All right. Thanks so much, Michelle.
Tanya, I see you, Erica. Michelle, yes. Sandy, Karen, I love it.
Yes. All right, so give us some of those exercise hacks.
Yes, so we have 5. We highlighted 5 that we think we know are going to be so beneficial for you daily throughout your day, and there's no order that these are in. You can pick one, do them all. So the first one that we'll do is one that we are in the car all the time, right? In traffic. I know we live in LA. So we always in traffic, right? So besides listening to a podcast, what we can do to help move our body is do some traffic triceps, okay? So did you know that you can tone your arms in traffic? What? So what we're going to do, who says you can't get a little toning done during your commute, right? All right, so what we're going to try to do, we're going to hold the steering wheel 10 and 2, right? And while you're sitting at that light or behind that car that's just not moving, we're gonna do some traffic triceps, okay? Moving in and out. We'll do it for about 30 seconds, really being intentional about the press out, right? Because when we do that, that's gonna help engage our arms and those back arms, right?
Yeah. And keep your foot on the brakes, please, while you do this. But definitely.
Yeah, keep your foot on the brake. Pay attention, right? Set the phones down.
Traffic triceps.
Both hands on the wheel, 10 and 2, right? So in and out, just like this. And just we'll count to 30, right? Down and back up, rest. And do it with me, everyone. Let's raise your arms, 10 and 2. 10 and 2. Karen, I see you. Erica, Andrea, Phyllis. Okay, here we go. So
you know what? It's almost like doing a steering wheel push-up.
There you go. Yes.
That's a good way to do it. A steering wheel push-up. All right.
There we go.
I see, Lori, I see you doing it while you're driving. Perfect. Yeah.
Paulina.
All right.
So you might feel those arms tighten up right now just from going through the range of motion, right?
Yes.
And depending on how the traffic is, you might get some extra reps in, right? So your arms will thank you, your body will thank you, and that's something that you can do, with a minute, 30 seconds, 15 seconds while you're just sitting at the light. Okay, so that's our first one. If y'all want to go ahead and write that down, that's traffic triceps. All right, Coach, we got some more.
Yeah.
Our second one is
one of my favorites.
This is one of this is a goodie right here. This is a goodie. It's out the goodie bag, y'all. This is out the goodie bag. So we're doing desk 6-pack. So this is one that really is going to help us focus on our mind-muscle connection. Mm-hmm. And all we're doing is we're just going to squeeze your core. We're going to try engaging your core while you're typing, while you're at your desk. So let's try it now. So while you type in core, let's type core in the chat. Core power. And as you type, just squeeze your core, tighten up your abs, and just breathe, right? And we're just going to be holding that every few minutes. Just be mindful and tighten up our core. And what those small, consistent moves will do over time is, one, they'll help our posture. Mm-hmm. Two, is they'll actually add up over time, right? Yeah. So it's almost like we're doing our sit-ups or our crunches.
Yeah, and if you're not sure how to tighten up your core while you're doing that, just if you're sitting here, let's say you're typing, just exhale. Just exhale, and that's going to tighten your core. You notice you feel your stomach, you feel those muscles clench. So you just exhale.
Everyone, deep breath in.
Yeah, inhale.
And exhale.
Squeeze all the air off.
There we go.
Tight. Keep that stomach in there. Boom. All right. Perfect. Yes.
Perfect. All right. And I see y'all in the chat. Erica, Karen, Liz, Leslie. Yes. Core power.
Says, doing my core power thing. I love
it right now. Look, working as we learn.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, good stuff. All right, what's next for you? What do you got for
All right, so the next one is gonna do our lower body, our legs, right? So this one we can do in the restroom or at your chair if you have a chair available. This one is bathroom glutes. Yeah. So all we're gonna do is, from a seated position, we're just gonna come down and back up like a squat, standing, and then seated, right? So we can do this anywhere. This is, I like to use this when I'm studying, just to move my body around, right? And just to work my lower body. So all we're doing is a squat from that seated position, coming up, squeezing our glutes, just like Paulina. Let's do it. Everybody together. Let's do 5 squats.
So when you come, just squeeze those glutes, right? Squeeze,
push those hips forward. Good.
Right.
3. It's an active webinar, y'all. 2. Good. Last one. And breathe. I love it. All right. Awesome job.
Yes.
So yes, that'll help us with our mobility, help us warm our knees up, and just help us warm our lower body up. Something we can do at our desk. All right.
And you got good students. I love it. Right. Right. I love it. And you know what? Even if you're not in the bathroom, you can do air squats. We call them air squats. Just do air squats. You can hold onto a chair and just do up and down motions. So all of that can keep your legs nice and toned, tight buns, all those good. There's huge benefits to this. Good benefits.
Help shape our glutes, our lower body. We also have another one for our legs. So this one is going to be chair sculpting, okay? And this one, all we're going to do in our chair, at our office or at our desk, we're going to move our knees in and out. So we're like abducting and adducting our legs, and we're just squeezing our glutes, kind of going in and out, right? Yeah, just like that. Just like you all are doing with your arms.
Yeah.
We're going to do the same thing with your legs. Exact same thing with your knees. Yep.
And you can pretend like not pretend, but just kind of give yourself some resistance, some imaginary resistance. It's like, you can squeeze, act like as if you're pushing against something, in and out. Right. Just like that, Mom. Perfect. Yes, Phyllis. So you can go right in and out, squeeze those legs in and out, And just you'll feel, if you do that right now, you'll feel those inner thighs working. That's the inner thighs, what my wife likes to call the illegal merger, right? We're trying to reduce the illegal merger, right? We don't want the thighs to rub. So if you just squeeze those thighs in there, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to help that to reduce and lead you in the right direction. What else you got?
Yes, indeed. All right. And last but not least, so this was the upper body one.
Okay, cool.
Shoulder
I like
mobility.
It. Yep.
So this is what we call circle sensations. Everybody type in the chat, circle sensations, circle sensations. So this one, y'all, I know sensations is long. That might take you a minute.
Circle. Just put circle.
We know it.
Just put circle.
So this one is one of my favorite warm-up exercises. I do this in every class that I teach. We do arm circles, right? So we're just going to take our arms. I'm a little bit off.
I don't want to do circles with him because we might knock
He might knock me out.
But I'm going to let him go.
But yes, just like that. Let's all do it together. Forward. We're opening up our chest.
Perfect.
Breathe.
Perfect, Shanika.
Inhale.
That's it.
Exhale.
And breathe as we do it, right?
Yeah.
Inhale,
Big
exhale.
circle.
Perfect. Yes, Claudia.
That's
So glad.
Claudia.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Mama Cloud.
Yes.
And then we'll go back the other way in reverse. Yes. We can go both ways, ladies. We can do big circles. We can do small circles. We can do medium circles, right? And this is just a good exercise we can use to wake our upper body up and just give our body some movement, right? Where energy flows, energy grows, right? So we want to use that to our advantage, okay? And remember, all of these tips and hacks that we're giving you are about small, achievable steps that fit into your daily life without any extra discomfort or scheduling time. This should fit into your schedule, right? So no need to carve out hours. You're already moving throughout your day. Let's just make the movement count, right? So if you're resetting your body, so if you're a resetter, we use these terms in our community. If you're resetting, meaning you're just coming into fitness.
Just getting into fitness, or maybe haven't done it for a while. Yeah.
Right, or you haven't done it for a while. So we're going to start with 30 seconds of each exercise. So write that down, 30 seconds of each of these. So traffic triceps, going back to our circle sensations, our desk six-pack, our bathroom glutes, our chair sculpting. We'll just do 30 seconds of each exercise, okay? Now, if you've already been in our community for a while, or you've been exercising for a while, your body is used to fitness and movement, we'll do it for 1 minute of each exercise. So we'll go up a little bit in time, and that's just gonna push your body a little bit further, okay? And also, we understand that we are not just trying to lose weight or get toned. Ladies, you are investing. This is an investment into your future selves. And I get it. This fitness culture that we're immersed in right now doesn't always show us how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we will. Uplift will, right? Type in chat. We will. Today is about starting the process to get the tools that you need to reconnect with your body in a way that feels right for you.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah. And you know what? The thing to remember, too, is that no matter what your fitness goals are, and some people, may not want to lose weight necessarily. Maybe you just want to tone up. Maybe some people are actually trying to add weight, right? So you want to add muscle, right? So there's a lot of different reasons why we begin a fitness journey. But whatever the reason is, it's all going to happen only if you start. I always say go from one day to day one, right? So if you go from one day to day one, taking that first step, right? It's all about taking the first step and then continuing the journey, right? It's all about the consistency. I always use that word because it's a very important aspect of what we're talking about, right? It's the consistency of it. Yeah. And as long as you're consistent, then you will see the results. And always be patient with yourself. It's very easy to get to a point where you start to really feel maybe you're not going as fast as it should be, right? But if you take your time, be gracious with yourself, then good things will indeed happen, all right? So we want to tell you as well how Uplift can be different. It is different in our mindset, and everybody we've talked to said it's different in any other way. We want to hear from you, all right?
Yes.
We want to hear from you. About some of the things that you felt that needed to be heard, right? What is something you need to hear today?
Yeah, what is something you can take away?
Tell us something about you need to hear today. Type it in chat.
That resonated with you, or a piece of knowledge that you can use and take forward from today. We'd love to hear your questions. In about 2 minutes, we'll be answering your question. Please type capital Q : in the chat and then your question, and raise your electronic hand, and we will call on you. But first,
or you can type it in chat.
Or you can type it in the chat. So if you have a question, type Q : question, and you type out your question. And we'll go get through those in about 2 minutes. But first, we want to share a little bit about Uplift with you and also give you a special invite. So, Coach, how is Uplift different from any other fitness and wellness program out there?
What's that book? Let Me Count the Ways, right? So, right, so there's so many different ways that I think that this community is different, and one is, and first and foremost, really is community. That's what I think is really what sets us apart. Is we are a family. I think everybody who's come in here, whether they started 4 years ago or yesterday, they're immediately welcome.
Yeah.
And we treat you like you've been here forever. And we make sure that you feel included. There's never a sense of you feeling like you're being left behind or you can't keep up. Whatever your fitness level when you come in, we accept you right there, and you can do it at your own pace, always at your own pace. We may give you adjustments. You don't have to feel like you have to do the exercise beyond your capacity. And it's always, always, always a safe space. Right. There's judgment free. And always, again, a situation where you don't ever have to feel as if somebody's looking at you saying, why, she's not keeping up, or she should be doing heavy weights or anything. There's never like that. We always bring everybody along at the capacity and ability that you are. And we celebrate you, man. We that's a big part of it as well.
And we're number two. The second reason why we're different is we are committed to your whole self-care. Holistic self-care. We allocate time to your mindfulness during our workout. So the last 10 to 15 minutes, we pull up a mindfulness question and we conversate. We talk to you and we go back and forth and we just have a really good time unraveling what our minds are going through, what life is going through, what moments are you proud of, what can we celebrate you for. So that's leading into our next,
which is we celebrate you daily, right?
Yes.
You talked about the mindful questions. Before we get into the mindful questions, we always sit down and we ask, what is it that you want to be celebrated for today? And it doesn't even have to be fitness related. It could be somebody just wrote a book. It could be maybe your kid graduated from high school. It could be whatever it is that you are celebrating on that day. We invite you to share it with us if you want to. And we celebrate with you, right? That's a big part of it. And I think that's one of the most important things that really that people appreciate and we think it's a big part of it.
Yeah, and our next one, our right fit client is women 40 and older who are committed to resetting, strengthening, and taking charge of her body and mind and her overall joy, right? So that's majorly important. We want you to feel happy and feel like you always got what you came for out of the sessions.
Yeah, and we also cater to women. That's it. We say we cater to women who are very much like my mom, right? Like my wife, and of course my sisters, and we make sure that she feels served and is able to celebrate herself. And that's a huge aspect of what we hope to bring to you as well. And if you come in with us, you'll find that's exactly the case.
Yes, we love to include our safe space. Our safe space is very critical to our community. This is the safest space to gradually ease back into fitness. So if you haven't worked out in a long time, there's no judgment. We offer modifications for all of our exercises. So this is the safest space for you to be.
Yeah, and a big thing about that as well is that we also help you to achieve those goals best place possible, right in your home. You don't have to get into a car. You don't have to drive to a gym. You can roll out of bed and just get your workout in, right? It's happened before, and nobody cares, right? We come in there, we have fun, we exercise. Just come as you are, right? And where you are. And we invite you to do just that. We turn the music on. We go through our routine, and again, it's always going to be at a pace and level that you can handle. So that's a big aspect of it.
It's huge. It's
huge. Yeah.
And also, in a world of pre-recorded only content, we offer 9 live trainings per week, so almost every day. And also, we record all of our sessions. So we post our sessions to YouTube. So if you ever miss a session, you'll be able to do it later on or on your own time. It's all recorded on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah. So right now we want to hear from another one of our community members who's going to jump in and tell us what she feels is great about our community.
Hello everyone, it's Phyllis here, and I am so excited to share with you what I love about being a part of the Uplift Mind and Body program. In June 2024, I became a member, and when I tell you, it was the best gift and greatest investment for my overall health and wellness made to date. What I love about the program is that it goes beyond exercise and fitness. It really is a holistic wellness experience. Now, I love the daily mindfulness segment where transformation takes place. A lot of insights, introspection, and reflection. I also love the fact that Uplift Mind and Body is a space with lots of inspiring and motivational women and a few courageous men who truly are uplifters. They uplift each other with positivity, gratitude, love, and support on a daily basis. But can I tell you, I was a bit skeptical at first. I couldn't believe that such a space existed, that such positivity and gratitude were the order of the day. And I soon realized a few months later, I had found my people. I had found my tribe. I had found my wellness space. So if you're looking for a group of community-minded, exercise-driven, mindset-prone uplifters, join us in the space. Get your weights, come prepared, and join us every day in Uplift Mind and Body.
All right, Sister Phyllis, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Phyllis.
Phyllis,
We love you. We love
right,
you.
right. Thank you so much for those warm words, man.
Thank you for being a part of our
and we
community.
thank all of the ones that gave testimonies. There's a lot more, but
Right.
you know, we have time limitations. So, but we really want to say we're grateful to all of those that gave testimonials to us, and they're all heartfelt, right? We didn't tell them what to say; they just said what it was that they felt.
Right.
So thank you so much.
And if this is your first time, we want to hear from you. Type in the chat. It's a first time. We want to see your faces. If you have a camera, turn those cameras on. We want to invite you to our community, okay? And what we're offering is a 15-day free pass to our sessions. So you'll be able to do the 9 live sessions. You'll be able to do the pre-recorded sessions. Or one.
Yeah, you don't have to do 9, right?
You don't have to start with 9. The 1 or 2 or 3, we'll work our way up. Yeah, we want to invite you into our community. So we're offering that 15-day. We're going to be typing the link to go sign up in the chat. So just look at the chat and you can sign up for that 15-day.
Yeah, I see you, Michelle. I see you. Yes, welcome to the family. I'm speaking into existence. I know you're going to be a part of our tribe. So we want to ask you, we invite you, that is, to type your questions in chat. We ask you to think of some questions ahead of time. If you haven't, that's fine. Go right ahead. Start typing them in chat right now. Let's talk questions about the nutrition, whether or not things about exercise, maybe how many times a week you should do exercise, how long should you exercise, what should I eat, when should I eat, those kind of things. So feel free to type those questions in chat and we'll answer them as best we can here today. And one of the questions we do get asked a lot is, how many days should I exercise a week?
Right.
And that's ideally you want to exercise about 3 to 5 days, right? If you can get 3 days minimum, and 5 days is pretty good, but it doesn't have to be 5. You give me 3 days, focus on the consistency of it, and always again be gracious, right? So you're not trying to be perfect, you just want to be consistent. And if you start with where it feels right for you, right? Whether it's once or twice. So. Adrian, I knew you had another question that you saw.
Yeah. So how long will it take to see results, right? We get that question a lot. How long do I have to wait, right? Type in chat if you were wondering the same thing, right? How long? Type your name in the chat if you've been wondering, how long will it take me to see results from our program? So with consistent effort, we spoke about consistency before, you'll start to feel a difference in energy and strength within 3 to 4 weeks. So within about a month. But please remember, be mindful. This is a journey. This is a lifelong journey, not a race. Okay, so we're committed to constant growth over time.
Yeah. And of course, a lot of things, we talked about nutrition earlier. So a lot of people are like, what should my diet be like, right? And a big part about that is making sustainable choice. First of all, try to eliminate the word diet from your vocabulary,
Right.
because a diet in itself, in essence, means that it has to end, right? And once it ends, you go back to eating the regular way, and the results you picked up don't work, right? So make sustainable choices, not extreme diets. Choose foods that nourish your body, that make you feel good, and that fit into your lifestyle long term. So be sure and do that, and you'll be just fine. Hi, Sharifa. I love that. All right. So,
You guys are on mute. You guys are muted. Coach, can you hear me? Coach AD and Coach Marcellus, you guys are muted.
I'm seeing you, Karen, instead of them.
yeah, there we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Back
How
live?
about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
thumbs up.
All right. So what was the last thing you heard? Can somebody, Karen, can you tell me what was the last thing you heard us say?
She herself.
I was hearing someone else talk. I couldn't hear what you were saying. I'm sorry.
All right. So
talking about sustainable choices.
Right. Okay. So making those sustainable choices, not doing extreme diets. All right. We want to make sure that you make good decisions in terms of that, because once I know all the fad diets out there, eat cabbage for a month and all those things. So eventually you got to go back to eating real food, and all this, the water weight that you lost comes right back, and you're like, what the devil happened here? So make sure you don't do extreme diets. Just choose foods that can nourish your body and make you feel good and fit into your lifestyle long term.
Right. And Phyllis popped up over here. That one, yes. So she said, what are the exercises recommended for losing those love handles and for decreasing the girls? What is that?
Now, when you say the girls, what's that? Now, I got to ask.
Coach Hall, you're from the island, so you know the girls.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so, but I want to be sure, because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Those girls, yeah, those girls.
So go ahead.
Oh, so what I would say, and I'll need you to piggyback on this one, Coach, but what I would say is more obliques, more like the twist that we did, or the chair core exercises.
Just one example.
Okay, so what I would say is the core twist, like this, right and left side. That way we start to engage our left and right side of our abdomen, which will help us tone our core and help us get us that.
Yeah.
I would get about 30 seconds a day, 30 seconds to start, and then progressively increase. If you start to feel sore, I'll dial back to 15 seconds. What would you say, Coach?
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. And for those of you like to have a number, right? You can say let's do 10. Just do 10 reps to start things off, and count left and right as one. You just go 1, 2, like that, and that gives you the rotation that you want to kind of activate those muscles. And you can do side to side reaches, maybe. Yeah. So reducing the girls. All right. So reducing the girls. That is, if my definition is correct, you're talking about the breasts. Am I right? Okay. So
correct.
So breasts are fat tissue, right? So we know that, right? The breasts are primarily composed of fat. I know mom's laughing at me because I get all nervous when I start talking about certain things, right? So breasts are fatty tissue. So really, the best way to do that, once you start doing the nutritional aspect of it, once you start eating better, once you start exercising a little bit more, you will find that you lean out a little bit. And if you're worried about losing your breasts, some people, I don't want to lose breast tissue. You don't have to, right? Again, it's not about that. Again, it's just making the right nutritional choices, and you can tell where you are from that aspect. So
we have one more very, 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 very special testimony.
I say so.
Coming up. She's in the
She's ready to go. She's ready. She's ready.
So.
I've been waiting.
Y'all, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
They got you. Yes.
So first of all, this has been amazing content. I love all the food hacks, the workout hacks. I love the question, Felix. I want to know how to make an uppercase D breast that turned into a lowercase D, back an uppercase D again. Whatever. We'll work on that one later. So I just want to say that, for me, I've always started working out and stopped. Anybody else here have done that? Raise your hand, one hand up, two hands up, type it in the chat. Starting and stopping was my middle name. And I always blamed it on the stopping on busyness. I'm busy. And people would let me get away with that because I'm busy. But secretly, I would be suffering because I wanted to be healthy while I was busy. Something about the Uplift community, and if you can relate to this, just type your name in chat. I can relate, those of us who are already in the community. It wasn't just working out I needed. I needed the community that came with working out. So I realized that I love coming back to my workouts because I'm coming back to my community. And they know what I'm going through. They pray for me. Here at Uplift, we know about each other's children, each other's lives. They know when my husband was moving to California. Like, I realized I didn't want a sterile workout. I think that's the best way to say it. I wasn't interested in a sterile workout. I was interested in a journey with some people. So I'm grateful. Thank you for saying yes to what I needed. I don't think this would have been the workout group you would have started initially, but you were open when I asked you. If I knew somewhere else where women 40 plus can go, what I like to call grown women, I would have already been there, but we didn't have it. And I asked you to do something wild, to surround yourself with a bunch of women who have strong opinions, strong lives, and you did it. And then you jumped on board. And you guys have played full out. So the logos, the cups.
I see some shirts.
Some shirts.
Miss Tanya.
I'm not sure if you are here and you're looking for a home. This is much more than a workout group. This is a home for the whole you. And that's what I needed, a home for the whole me. So thank you.
Thank you. You're more than welcome. It's been a pleasure.
Grateful.
And I can honestly say I have never at any point in time regretted it. It's been, oh my God, it's been so much fun. It has been amazing. And I embrace it's like I have 1,000 new sisters and they all watch out for me and look over me. And so thank you, ladies. It has been amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes. We want to thank you for showing up today, for yourself and for us. Now the real work starts. Now the real work starts. Choosing yourself every single day. We would like to invite you to join us in the Uplift community, where you'll not only have support for your body, but also for your mind and your spirit.
So take that first step. Go from one day to day one, right? And you're not just building a new routine. You're actually building a new life. Right? You're getting a new lease on life. You're getting stronger, able to take on challenges that come your way. And you know what? A life is where you matter. So bear that in mind.
Grandma, Jima, can you open up your mic? Can you say a couple words for us, Jima, about how Uplift has been for you?
Oh my gosh, I am just amazed. This has been so, look, I've been taking notes.
She got a notepad.
I love it.
I think this Uplift community is just amazing. When I first started, I stopped I started and I stopped twice because I said, I can't do this. I can't do it. But I went back the third time, and Coach Marcellus, he helped me along. He said, okay, there's for those of you that think that you can't do all the movements for the exercises, there's always a modified version of the exercises. And thank you so much for showing me that. And you built yourself up. I am so blessed, and I'm so glad my AD, my grandson, he's just doing an amazing job. And for all of you out there that are wondering if this is for you, this is a community that will take you in wherever you are and nurture you to be the best you that you can be. So thank you both.
Thank you so much, Mom.
I love you, Grandma.
And I like what she said, wherever you are, because that's real, right? We have
wherever you are.
Right. We have folks in London.
Grandma's in the Bahamas right now.
In the Bahamas. We got Phyllis is in the Bahamas.
Canada.
Norway.
Hey, Canada.
Germany. So it doesn't matter where you are. You know, you can fit right into our community. It's borderless, right? It's
Borderless.
right. It's wherever you go in the universe. We may even have some folks up on Mars. I'm not even sure, but I'm happy to have you.
Yes. So thank you again, and thank you for those who are already in our community. We are very, very, very grateful to have you. I learned so much as a coach just from being here, Coach.
Yeah,
I learned so much from our members, and I just want to thank you all just for being here.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you're not already signed up, the link just got posted in the chat. So it'll just go to the website. You can sign up for there.
Yeah, share it with a friend.
And join us tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. That's right. 6 a.m. Pacific. That's me.
Or 3 p.m.
with this guy.
Pacific.
He gets to sleep in.
Sleep in a little bit.
Or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right. Thank you, Mom. That's right. That's right.
9 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Yeah.
6 p.m. Eastern, isn't it?
It's 9 a.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Eastern. Right. Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. We got it.
Yeah. So we want to again say thank you on behalf of my wife, of course, my mom over there, and everybody, all of our community members that are already in there.
On behalf of my mom,
yes.
On behalf of my auntie, I want to thank you all just for showing up for yourselves, and showing up for us. And my wife, my new wife, auntie, I mean, baby, come on.
Well, you already met my wife.
There she is.
You know, she's a big part of everything. Yes. Right.
Claudia.
Here she is. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Claudia.
Hey.
And here's my wife again. We know her. She's a big part of everything I do. And I said to her in a post earlier today, which is I wanted to thank her, and I'll do it again right now, which is thank her for giving me the confidence really to do something like this. I've been a media person. I've been on the news and television stuff for 30 years, but it was so different than being this personal with people. On a camera, on a television camera, we don't see the people. But here, I get to see and interact and hear from the folks on the other side. And so it was what she calls terror sighting, right? I was terrified, but excited at the same time.
Wait, I gotta tell you. She says, babe, you do stuff that make my eyes leak all the time.
Right, because they say all mushy stuff, and I sometimes and it's like the air conditioning. It's like my eyes start to water. But you know what? I'm not afraid. And it has been because this is a safe space community for me as a coach, and so that's a big thing. I didn't think that was going to be possible, but that's what makes it so special for me and for all of us. Really, is that. It's a safe space for everybody involved. And so thank you all. Thank you so much.
So let's go continue to be our strongest self. The best part of your life is on its way to you.
Yeah.
Like it ain't over. We just getting started.
Right.
This is our second act.
Yes.
Some of us, it's our third act.
Yes.
We only get better with time, like fine wine. So from our family to yours, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Coach AD. Thank you, Coach Marcellus. Great job. Great job tonight.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Coach Marcellus. Thank you, Coach AD.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you all. Love you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Sandy.
Thank you, Erica.
Bye, y'all.
Darren.
Thank you, too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
See you in the morning.